Hi, everyone. I am Dylan Bruce, and I am beyond excited for you all to see my new signature mystery, Francesca Quinn PI. It just rolls off the tongue. It's going to be great. I have a couple questions that the lovely people over at Hallmark Movies and Mysteries sent my way, and I'll be answering. So let's get started. First question is. In Francesca Quinn PI, the city of St. Benedict's police force are no strangers to murder. Yikes. When a local novelist writing about their town's serial killer is found dead. Can I share more about this new mystery? Without spoilers, I don't think you guys like to be spoiled. Sleuthers, you want to sleuth along, so I will do my best not to spoil, but I will share one tidbit that I love this script. The script is so much fun. It is written by John Christopher Plummer. I'm sure you sleuthers recognize that name from some of your other favorite mysteries. It's also directed by Anthony Mecci, who's been a long time Hallmark stalwart as far as director of photography, and I think he's also directed some mysteries on his own. And he was nobody works harder than Tony. We all call him Tony. He was fantastic, and his energy on set was amazing. And the aesthetic of the movie, the way it looks, is gorgeous. It's beautiful. It's eerie. It's fun. It's everything you'd want in a mystery. Honestly, the amount of misdirection, twists and turns, whodunits. It actually, my head was spinning while we were filming it. When I actually read the script, I was like, we're on page 190 of 120. We have to know who the murderer is by now, but no, you don't. So we keep you guessing to the end. I hope that doesn't spoil too much. You guys probably know by Act 2, if you've watched any mystery, you're not going to find out who the murderer is. So we keep you guessing to the end, and that's part of the fun of watching these amazing signature mysteries, is that you get to play along and play detective yourself. Another question that was sent my way is I play local Detective Wynn Russo. I love that last name. And he's trying to solve the murder, but his old partner turned private investigator Frankie, is on the case too. What is it like for our characters to have to work together again? I mean, I don't know if any of you have been in relationships and have to work with your ex, but I don't know. It's probably extremely awkward, which it was in our case. But throw in that her current fiance was just murdered, and it gets really awkward. So we try to put aside our past differences and whatever happened in our past. And Wynn is at first resistant for Frankie to join the case, but Frankie is very persistent, and she's the best of the best. So Wynn's smart enough to know to let her do her thing. So yeah, it was extremely awkward. It was fun for them to experience that journey together again, because they were quite the duo before they separated. Another question: Frankie and Wynn, like I just said, also have a past. Does working together help them rethink their relationship? Yeah, I think it does. Being the incredible sleuthers they both are, I think they obviously miss being on the same team and working together. And there's a lot of love between them. The driving force that forced them apart at the time, it maybe deserves a second, third, or maybe fourth look. Everything might not be as it seems. I don't want to spoil too much, but whatever drove them apart, I mean, they kind of have to investigate that as well. Yeah, surfacey, what happens between them, that's not the end all of what happened. So it was fun for them to go on that journey together and try to reevaluate why the heck they broke up when they were such a wonderful match. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Another question. This is my first Hallmark mystery movie. But viewers may recognize me from The Christmas Promise. You may also recognize me from a novel romance, which I did back in the day. And if you want to go to the Hallmark vault, when I was just a wee youngin', first getting my feet under me in Hollywood, Hallmark was gracious enough to cast me in a movie called Love's Christmas Journey, which also had Ernest Borgnine in it. If you guys remember Ernest Borgnine, he played Santa Claus. And Sean Astin, Natalie Hall, I think she does Hallmark movies, a lot of Hallmark movies still. And yeah, so I've been around the block, but now I've done the Christmas movie. I thought that was the pinnacle of Hallmark, but no, it's mystery. I'm in a mystery, and I am so excited to be in a mystery. And the question is, sorry, I got to get to the question here. What was it that excited me about playing Detective Wynn? I mean, who doesn't like to play detective? I think one birthday, I think I got a sleuther kit. It included a spyglass, a hat, a raincoat, and a detective's badge. And I'm not sure if my mom let me wear it to school. I probably did, but I feel like the moment I've reached that moment where I can wear my detective stuff to school, and school was playing this character. It was so much fun. I actually have played detective before, but I mean, to be in something where it's just so unpredictable, and you get to go along the roller coaster ride as you're filming it, as long as the fans do, as they're watching it. And when it's good writing, it just makes it that much more enjoyable with a great cast and director. So playing Wynn was a lot of fun for me. And he's a lot different than I am in real life, which is always nice too, because I like to smile a lot. And I don't think Wynn is so much a smiler, but you might get a couple smiles out of him in the movie. I hope you do. I can't remember if I smiled. Maybe once. Maybe once. Another question is, Wynn proves he has Frankie's back and that she's got his. What are some of the other qualities I like about both of these characters? Well, I feel like neither of them has an ego, which is good, especially when you're a detective and you have to take information from other people and take other people's. They're both they respect each other's conjectures. That's detective speak, conjecture. Maybe not. I don't know. Maybe I just threw that in there. They're good listeners, trustworthy, honorable, and I think every good detective has to be empathetic for what they see and what they witness. And they're both whip smart. Frankie, I think, she's a little smarter than Wynn. I mean, Wynn can be a little old school in some of his ways, but he's good at what he does. So when you get them together, they're like an unstoppable force. So yeah, I love both the characters, and Mallory is fantastic, and it was so much fun working with her, and I feel like they had pretty good chemistry. So well, I'll let you decide when you watch. Okay. Next question. Oh, this is an Easter egg for the lightning round that I have coming up. So sleuthers, if you're paying attention, just remember the coffee cup here. There are so many intense moments and chase scenes, but can I share any fun behind the scenes stories from filming? I don't know if this is fun. It was fun for me, but Mallory is Australian. And when I met her, this was, I think, a few days before filming started, and she did not have an accent at all. I'm like, this girl is not Australian. And then I looked at her IMDb. Sure enough, she's Australian. She must have been I think she was in an Australian soap and all that, whatever. But we worked throughout the duration of work. She never broke her accent, not once. We even shot in Winnipeg, Canada, and we drove to the border with North Dakota, and Mallory and I had to share a van this day, and it was like a 2-hour drive, and even just talking after a 10-hour day, she on the drive home, we're just talking about chit-chatting about whatever, and she still kept her accent. I'm sure if I ran into her at a coffee shop when on a weekend, she would have still stayed in that accent. And I mean, I wanted a good day, like just give me something, give me a little bit of that Aussie lingo. And I'm not going to do it right now because I have the Australian accent is probably the most difficult accent for me to do, but she never broke. And I appreciated that so much, and I thought the dedication for her to stay there throughout the duration of filming, I mean, it was awesome and it was amazing. So that's my little fun behind the scene tidbit. So if you meet Mallory, she's a savant with accents, and you don't know which Mallory you're going to get. It could be German, English, Australian, I mean, but you're going to believe it. Whatever accent she's playing, you're going to believe it. Another one, this cast is amazing. Obviously, I just sang Mallory's praises, but viewers will recognize, obviously, Mallory Jansen and Terrell Rothery from other Hallmark movies. How was it being able to work with them and the rest of the cast? This was my first time working with Mallory. Loved it. She was so lovely. She's fantastic in this part. She's fantastic in everything she does. And Terrell and I actually played dueling attorneys, I think it was 8 years ago on a show. And she is so lovely as well, and so talented. I love her in this project. She did such a wonderful job. And then Samantha, who plays my new partner, Alicia, who plays one of the detectives from Minnesota, Robert, I'm missing with Jim, who played the chief. He's amazing. They're all amazing. It was a great cast, and everyone had great energy, and they brought so much to their roles. So it was just a joy for me to work with. I mean, everybody. We shot in Canada, so everybody's so nice. I mean, it's Canadians, can't help it. So the Canadian cast was lovely and amazing, as well as the Australian cast too. And I'm Canadian myself, so I guess I can include myself in that company. But okay, maybe, whatever. Next question here is, there are a lot of thrilling scenes in the movie, like when Frankie and Wynn chase after someone breaking into their hotel room. Without giving spoilers, do I have a favorite scene I can't wait for the viewers to see? Yeah, I do. There's one in particular that involves something being thrown in someone's face. I'm not going to say what the object was that was thrown in their face, or who had this particular object thrown in their face, but it brought a moment of levity to this story when it was going pretty dark. And I actually, I'm not saying who had this object thrown in their face. It could have been me, it could have been Mallory, it could have been anyone, but I was gifted the object at the end of filming, and I tried to get it through the airport screening, and they wouldn't let me bring it through. I'll let you guys guess. I mean, it wasn't a weapon or anything, but for some reason there was a mechanical thing, and they were like, "We don't trust this thing." But when you see the object that I'm talking about, and you realize that I got stopped by TSA trying to bring this through airport security, I hope you get some joy out of it, because I certainly did, saying, you know what, it's not that big a deal. You guys can keep that. I don't need extra screening for this thing. Frankie, next question. Frankie believes we all have secrets, but Wynn has a secret way of finding them out. Can I let the viewers in on a little secret that may help them sleuth along while watching Sunday? Yeah, definitely. In one of the promos, it says, "Follow the money." That's a little Easter egg for you. Or follow the novels. Follow the novels. You choose. Follow the money or follow the novels. That's a decision you'll have to make for yourself, sleuthers. Okay. Detective Wynn is the one getting to know his suspects. But before I wrap this up, actually, I'm sad. This was pretty quick. I feel like I just met you guys, so I wanna stay with you longer. But anyways, before I wrap this up, I'm gonna clue you in on a little more about me with a rapid fire game of this or that, inspired by Francesca Quinn PI. I'll choose the option that I like best. Okay, you guys ready? This is where the Easter egg comes in right here. Coffee or tea? Coffee. Yeah, of course. Coffee. Come on. Scones or scones, as they say in the UK, or donuts. Donuts. Come on. Donuts. Donuts. I have a child. We go get donuts. He gets donuts. I can't. Hollywood doesn't let me eat donuts, but sometimes I'll sneak one in here or there. Work alone or as part of a team? Work alone. I'm kind of a recluse. My wife tries to get me out of the house, but I don't know. I just like being at home with a fire on, watching Hallmark movies and mysteries. And wait, hold on. How am I going to almost end this discussion without saying that every night before my son goes to bed, he's taking a bath and my wife's watching him. I actually have the Hallmark channel on and I'm watching Golden Girls rerun. I cannot get enough of the Golden Girls. And then maybe I'll flip over to Hallmark Movies and Mysteries and I'll throw on some Murder, She Wrote. I mean, those are like my jams. I like, please, Hallmark, more Golden Girls. I mean, there's a lot. And Hallmark Movies and Mysteries, please, more Murder, She Wrote. I love me some Angela Lansbury. Anyways, I digress. So work alone, I guess. Go out to a fancy restaurant or enjoy a quiet evening at home. I think I just kind of answered that with my last question. Quiet evening at home, but I do like an occasional nice meal at a restaurant. And last but not least, throw a party or attend a party. Oh my gosh, this is hitting home for me because my wife is an entertainer. She loves to entertain. So if there's ever a Halloween party for kids, an adult party or whatever, she wants it at our house and she goes all out. And of course, being the good husband that listens to his wife, as we all should, I help as much as I can, but it's the cleanup. Oh my gosh, it's the cleanup. I am always stuck with the cleanup. I feel like I roll solo on the cleanup, and I'm a good dishwasher, but I'm not saying I enjoy it. Not at all. I like going somewhere. I'll throw all the money I have, clear out my bank accounts. You can have it all, and then I just wipe my hands clean, and I walk out, and I let the people who put on a great party for us do all that work. I feel like I've done my fair share. But I just want to end by saying thank you for joining me. I can't wait for you all to watch the premiere of my new signature mystery, Francesca Quinn PI. Tune in Sunday, September 25th, 9/8 Central, only on Hallmark Movies and Mystery. Tweet along while you watch using the hashtag Francesca Quinn PI, and I may just pop up on there with you too. So I would like to interact with you, and if you have any questions for me on Twitter, I'll be there. Thanks, guys. Really appreciate your time.